Hey there, Mr. DJ, I wanna dance. So turn my music up, let's get on the dance floor. Everybody, time to get naughty. Draw close, get next to somebody. Oh, 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 on the dance floor. Oh, oh. What's up, guys? It's your girl, Denyque, and you're locked into Caribbean Beats TV. Keep it locked. Tell me something that I don't know, because we've been down this road before. Make me believe you. Caribbean Beats, when you lie, you lie, you lie. Make me believe you. Baby, all you have to do is try. Make me believe you. And if it's all the same to you, Caribbean Beats, I want to believe you. Mwah.
The situation warrant. Please spend a little time and tell me something less transparent. Me no vex say you lie.
Hi everyone, I'm here with pop musician Denyque. Denyque, this is your first time. Welcome to Caribbean Beats TV.
Thank you for having me.
So I have to say, they persuaded me. Now, Denyque, you have a beautiful home and a beautiful pool here.
Thank you.
So you first came onto the music scene in 2009 with Can't Breathe.
Yes.
And I must say, how did you venture into music?
I've been singing since I was a kid. I used to have little concerts for my grandma when I was a kid, between like, I'd say 6 and 10, and then I started singing at school functions, barbecues, etc. And I just decided, after I did tourism management at UTech, and after a year I just decided that, you know what, let me just do music now, because I can go back to school anytime, you know what I mean? So that's how it happened.
So does Denyque plan on going back to school?
For sure, for sure. I mean, right now I'm very boasty with my honors certificate and graduation diploma from Bel Air High.
That's great.
So thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So yeah, but yeah, man, definitely. That's in the future. But for now, you know, music tends to have an age limit.
Exactly.
So that's why we did this first.
Yeah. Now, if you do decide to go back to school, just so my curiosity, do you know what you probably wanted to major in?
More than likely psychology or psychiatry.
Oh, psychology. Ah. That would probably help to, you know, to write a lot of lyrics as we're going into that psychology.
For sure. Yes.
Now, I have to say, your mixtape that came out, I'm Supergirl, in 2012. Amazing music on that. It's a collaboration of the old favorites, some new international releases. I have to ask, why a mixtape and not an album?
Well, I don't even want to get into the technicalities of it, because an album is really a step forward that, you know, it's going to cement a certain thing. This year, for sure, I'm definitely going to do an album. And I think now I'm ready. I think it's the right time, because, you know, in the music business, timing is everything. The reason for doing a mixtape was mainly because a lot of people didn't have a compilation of songs. So I said, instead of just doing a boring CD of 1 to 22 tracks, why not just do a whole mixtape? So I have to shout out Raz and Biggie for that. They did amazingly. And yeah, the mixtape was just from Can't Breathe straight up to Turn My Music Up.
Your EP coming out.
Yes.
And Caribbean Beats TV played your video, Make Me Believe You. I must say, really good good music video there. You're hugging the teddy bear there. Now, you did a remix on that with Konshens. I have to ask you, why was Konshens the right pick for this remix?
Wow. Konshens exudes this bad boy mentality, this whole bad boy charisma that seems to entrap a lot of females. Like, I've heard a lot of females say, like, yo, them body, I want him. And when I heard I brought up the idea to him, he was really excited. And when I heard his verse on it, I was like, that's it. Steven, let's do this. And Steven went in studio, got the stuff done, and the remix was out.
Now, speaking of the verse, you know, he's wanting you to sort of give him a little bly and some of
him
the
just
lies.
beat a man. Him just beat a man. Like, we can't even go around it. I mean, Make Me Believe You is a lot of people think it's just for females, but I've heard a lot of men come to me and be like, yo, I can definitely relate to this song. So you know what I mean? It's not about a man lying to a woman or a woman lying to a man. It's just about lying overall. Like, it doesn't matter what gender you are.
Now, what was the inspiration behind that? Was it personal?
Actually, I have to say that I did not experience that song until after it was out.
Oh, okay. So you were better prepared after.
There we go. So it was like a premonition of sorts. But Make Me Believe You, when I had got the beat first and I started to write that song, the first thing I kept singing was Make Me Believe You. And I figured I wanted a different vibe, so I called up Tanya Stevens, and she came in and she gave me the first 4 lines. The situation warrant, spend a little time, tell me something less transparent. I'm not vex say you lie, I'm upset say you refuse for try. And she was like, that's it. I'm not giving you no more. Finish the song by yourself. So that's a task.
That's a task, right?
That was a task.
Now, as we were talking before, you came onto the scene in 2009, but you also the year after received the Excellence in Music Award for Best New Artist.
Yes.
Now, sometimes a musician come on the scene and they took probably a little while to build accreditation before they get recognized, but that was pretty soon for you.
I think so too.
How did you feel about receiving that award, and did that give you motivation to continue in music?
It did. It gave me a whole different level of inspiration and motivation. For how soon it came, I mean, I'm grateful and I'm thankful for that. I still consider myself a new artist. I don't think I'm quite at the level that I'm not even 30% of the way that I want to be yet, but I know I'm going to get there. So that was excellent. And then I went to Africa after that. So everything that happens, it happens in stages. I keep going forward. And even if there is a backward step, it's really not that far. And I'm always, 10 steps ahead of the game, which I always try to be. So yeah, and I'm surrounded by a lot of crazy people. Crazy, but they know what they're doing.
Crazy in a good way.
Yes, crazy in a good way.
Now, speaking of Africa, you perform in Kenya with a crowd of about 4,000 people. Again, I have to say, because yes, I understand you consider yourself a new artist. You're just on the scene in 2009. But don't take away the credit from yourself, because I think to pull such a level of audience in Kenya, what was that experience like?
That's amazing. I have to give Jade, my manager, complete credit for that, because she put all of that together, and she really noticed that, listen, there's a love for me in Kenya that's unbound by anything. And these people, they knew every single lyric to every single song, and I was like, wow. That was pretty much all I could say. I mean, I came off the stage, I was mobbed, but I love it. And they're holding on to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, this was like unconditional love, and I big up Africa all day, every day, all the time. I'm now getting new fans from like Mozambique, Rwanda. So, I'm expanding, and I'm happy. I'm excited about it.
Yeah. Now, not only that award, but the awards and recognition keeps coming in for Denyque. You're also chosen by Konshens magazine for one of the top 25 female artists, international singers. Yes. So it's no surprise that your fans see Denyque, the beautiful, sexy Denyque, venture into the world of fashion with our swimwear line.
Yes.
That they have put me in a top here that's very beautiful.
I don't know why you're hiding.
And Denyque is for you, because normally I'm a little bit conservative, but beautiful swimwear line here. Tell our viewers a little bit about your swimwear line.
Wet swim is definitely not for the woman that's conventional or shy. It's I take a lot of pride in my body, so I don't want to say it's not biased, because I do provide for other women, but at the same time, there's always a bit of showiness somewhere. So even if in the one pieces, if you're covered down here, like, side boob.
Well, it's swimwear. Hello.
It's swimwear. You know what I mean? Wet swim is pretty young. It's still very organic. It's not mass produced whatsoever. I don't do more than 2 pieces of the same style, same color. Okay. So you can always know that you're getting something different. You're not going to get anything that anybody else is in. Because I know how it feels to go out and see somebody else in your outfit and you just vex and you want to go back home. So that was my whole goal for doing this. But, it's a stepping stone, and I'm still climbing up the ladder with wet swim. It's my baby.
It's your baby.
Still. So, yeah.
Now, is it available to buy right now?
Yes, for sure. We have a few pieces left in stock. They can go on, you guys can go on Instagram. It's Instagram @wetswim. And it's not wet swim, it's wet swim swimwear. So it's not wet swimwear. I just want to clear that up, because there's a company in Puerto Rico whose name is Wet Swimwear. So it's Wet Swim Swimwear by Denyque. And it's facebook.com/wetswimdenyque. And on my Instagram @thedenyque. So there are always spaces. And if you want to order, if you see something you like, you want to order, it's denyque@gmail.com. And that's DENYQUE @gmail.com.
Okay, so we're talking earlier about your EP. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, well, I'm like still in awe about everything that's been happening. Make Me Believe you did really well. You know, I have to shout out Stephen for that. Stephen will be one of the major producers on the EP. The EP is called Her Name is Denyque, and I decided on that name mainly because it shows, it's my introduction to the globe, as well as my to cement myself in Jamaica. Like, listen, her name is Denyque. She's here. She's not going anywhere. So you better love her. And if you don't love her, you better respect her, because trust me, you know. So her name is Denyque. It's going to be out in spring. So we're working on that now. We're working on a few tracks, putting everything together. It's only going to be 6 or 7 songs, but it's going to be an iTunes release, and definitely can look out for that.
Bimbies TV will be showing you much more of the Denyque music video to come. Go out there and get that EP when it's dropped.
Less transparent, me no vex say you lie.
Why make you vex?
My upset say you refuse to try. With higher currents, give our next story again.